Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the F1 2020 My Team Series episode 2, or race 2 at least, of season 2 in Bahrain. This was the first race we did with the wheel last year. We're doing it with the controller this time around. Last season, we finished 15th. Our teammate actually had one of his best results, in fact, his joint best result of the season in Bahrain, finishing 7th. So, expecting big things of Esteban Ocon. In this race, we finished 6th and 7th in the first race in Australia. I got the fastest lap of the entire race, so picked up the extra point, which was fantastic. Looking to build on that in this race if we possibly can. I would very much like to. So, fingers crossed, everything goes according to plan and we get a good team result. Do drop the video a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you want to watch these streams live, there's a link in the description down to my Twitch where you can do so. Of course, make sure you're following me on Twitter as well. There'll have been a FIFA career mode video uploaded earlier on today, so make sure you check the channel page for that as well. But I'm going to jump into practice, divert my attention to the stream, and I will see you once we know how many resource points we've earned. Right, so 475 of 575 resource points acquired. The quali pace we were way off, unfortunately. Just a quick check to see what lifespan is like tyre-wise. So 21 laps on the softs. They are not going to last long at all. 25 on the mediums. They're not going to be that much of an improvement as a race tyre. And then 40 laps on the hards. It's going to be a multiple stop Grand Prix, but we're going to end the session P1 because, of course, we've done the quali practice run and no one else would have done any quali runs in P1. So we look decent. I'm not sure about qualifying. Judging by that quali pace, it doesn't look like it's that promising, but Esteban Ocon is driving well in Bahrain again, so fingers crossed, at least he'll qualify well, and hopefully I can get into Q3 as well. I'm actually slower. When the track's rubbered in, I'm actually slower. Well, I don't know where. I don't know where any pace has gone. Qualifying 19th. What on earth has happened there? Why are we so slow? There's pace in the car because Ocon's P4. What the hell? That's a shock. A real shock. Are we in for a difficult Grand Prix? The car should be so much quicker than that. We might be in trouble. I might get sacked from my own team. I mean, I don't want to start on the mediums because I'm going to need the softs to keep up with people so that I don't... If I start on the mediums, I'll be slower than everybody else, more so than apparently I already am, and they'll all DRS train off each other in the first part of the race, so I'll fall even further behind and not be able to catch up. I need to, at least in the first stint, be with everybody else, so my option is probably soft, medium, soft, rather than medium, soft, soft, but I may still go with the soft, soft, medium, depending on how the race is panning out. But we're going to start in 19th. God. And hope for, well, a miracle, really. I'll try and get around the wall. Stroll's just gone straight into the back of the Haas there and lost some of his front wing. That's not going to help his Grand Prix. Engine in the back of his car is good, though, isn't it? Up to P16 so far.
That's a good start. Keep it up.
Right, let's crack on. Full super wide. Up to 15th. Slipstream is when you're in the pocket of air created by the car in front, Potato. Because of the amount of downforce that's created by the cars, which is the pressure of the car pushing it, of the air on top of the car, pushing the car into the ground. Because the cars are designed to do that, and the way they manipulate the air flows up towards a car and goes over the top of a car. So the car in front pushes through the air, and it then flows over the car to push that car into the ground, meaning there's a pocket of air behind that car that has less pressure, less forward pressure from the air, so you can actually go quicker in a straight line. That's what Slipstream is. you've got less air pressure at the front of the car, meaning that you can that bloody curb. My engine is supposedly third best, yeah. So it must be something to do with the setup, but and clearly there's pace in the car because Ocon is quick. No, it's not. It's the opposite of clean air. Clean air is when you've got no one in front of you, but you're still hitting the clean air head on. When you're in behind someone, you get the slipstream that sending the air over the top of you, but it's called dirty air because as you try to follow, you'll have less downforce. Because you're behind the car in front, you're not getting that air smacking against your front wing in as much as the cars in front, meaning that you're going to have less grip. You're faster in a straight line, but you've less grip. Clean air is just when you've got no one in front of you. Perez has gone defensive on me here, trying to keep me behind. Try a switch back, see if it works. Push our way around the outside. That's actually worked very well indeed. Thank you very much. We'll take that. Thank you, Checo. Up to P14. Yeah, physics teachers aren't necessarily quaking in their boots. That was a very amateurish description. Downforces. I got my angles all wrong there. Sorry, Pierre. Somehow bumbled my way past him. I'm sure I deserve that. But you see what I was saying about it starting on medium tyres and not being in the DRS train? Look how much the gap to Gasly and Perez has opened up. With Gasly not having DRS on me, myself and everybody in front of me is just pulling away further and further and further from Pierre Gasly. That's what would have happened to me at the back of the grid had I started on the mediums. Yes, I would have gone longer, but I'd have fallen so far behind that would have countered any gain I would have made from running longer. But yeah, the gameplay you have on the FIFA 21 beta right now will oh, that was a really early break from George Russell there. Throw up the inside of him. The gameplay you're playing on the FIFA 21 beta right now will be a version of the game that is months old. Months old. The actual version of the game that the devs will be playing right now is probably 2 to 3 months newer than the version in the beta. He's having a look at Carlos Sainz. I'm having a look at him. I had to really ride the curve there. We've got a better angle there out the corner, but he's still got the straight line speed to stay ahead. We're going to have to do him on the brakes here around the outside, maybe. There we go. I think. Brilliant. I hope. Nice move. Yep, we're past Kvyat. We're up to P12. Sorry, P11. Wow. Has someone pit then? I swear we were P13. Lance Stroll's pit, but that was for a fresh front wing. No. Esteban's running P4. He's overtaken Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. Go on, Esteban. At least we were able to get that that podium in Abu Dhabi. So if Esteban Ocon does get a podium, it won't be the first podium for Chesnode Racing. I have already gotten that, thankfully. Oh, Carlos got all out of shape there. I'm right up behind him now. Gonna have dirty air. They're coming around there.
We're trailing our teammate by 7.2.
To be fair, only 7 seconds behind Esteban Ocon. This has been a really, really good first stint for us. And we're going to force our way past Carlos Sainz as well, hopefully, here. And up into the points. Been a really good first stint for us. 19th to 10th in 9 laps. A position a lap on average. Whoa, back end step to me there. Christ. Concentrate, cheese. We've only made it to 10th. Let's not consider this job done yet. We want to be scoring good points every Grand Prix now. Excuse me, Lando. You left me far too much space there, mate. You cannot do that. Up to P9. I wouldn't say the car is so good now. It's just much better than it was. Race is starting to stretch out a bit now. Esteban is definitely holding up Charles Leclerc behind him now. There's a gap forming between Ocon and Max Verstappen in third.
You're lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up.
There's a real train at the minute behind one of the Red Bulls that we're in. To be fair, Alex Albon is the one in front of us, so Daniel Ricciardo is ahead of Albon, and we've just worked our way through this train, haven't we, throughout the course of this first stint.
By around 1 second per lap.
Hang it around the outside of Roman here. Hope to get better traction, which we have done, and storm up into P7, which is where we finished the Australian Grand Prix. Thank you for the bit, Dan. Get that fuel on Rich. And follow Jeff and Angel Lust, sorry. And Kleist DE. Dankeschön, mein Freunde. And judging by... Oh, Ricciardo's in the pits as well. Judging by the way the front three are lined up, I think it was Charles Leclerc who's pit from behind Esteban Ocon. So Ferrari pulling the pin as Leclerc wasn't able to get past my teammate. So they've just pulled him in for a stop. Pulled Leclerc in for a stop to give him some fresh tyres to go again. But those front runners will have started, of course, on softs that had already done their main run in Q2. So these front runners will be pitting earlier than us because we started on a brand new set, whereas they didn't. They started the race on a set that had already done one flying lap and an in-lap and an out-lap in qualifying. At least that as well. May have even done 2 runs on it. So Albon's tyres are going to be more worn than mine, but he's in he's in what can be considered a quicker car. Certainly with me at the wheel, he's in a quicker car than this one. Esteban Ocon is obviously faster than me. Gap's 8.2 to him now. Last time we got a radio message from from Jeff, we were 7.2 behind Ocon. Max Verstappen's in the pits now. Alex Albon's going into the pits as well. Take the DRS.
We're approaching the pit.
One of the Mercedes is in as well. We're currently running P2 and 3 as a team. P2 and 3, but we're not pitting for another 2 laps. We're not pitting for another 2 laps. I'm tempted to go to mediums next. Tempted to get... Yeah, we will get driver of the day at this rate. I'm tempted to go to mediums next. We'll come out in 15th. I still can't help but feel that soft is going to be the way forward, though. Because of that train, because that DRS train at the beginning of the Grand Prix, the race hasn't elongated out at all. So there are going to be the majority of people are still going to have the DRS advantage that we won't have if we're on mediums. So I think I'm still going to stick with the soft strategy. I think that's what makes sense. We are closing in slightly on Ocon now, down to 7.9 from 8.2.
Our gap to the car in front is 7.9 seconds.
Come on, I'm not gaining an advantage by running wide there. Bottas is in the pits, as is Ocon. Teammates in the pits on lap 14. We are going to be leading the Grand Prix. We're going to be leading the Grand Prix. Let's see, who is 13th? Let's try and figure out where we're going to be on track so we can make an educated decision as to what we do next. A number of the other AI have gone to mediums as well. Albon, Bottas, Verstappen and Hamilton have all gone to mediums. But does that mean they're going to be running soft, medium, medium? Or does that mean they're going to be running soft, medium, soft? Let's check. Where are the 2 Red Bulls? The 2 Red Bulls do have a gaggle of cars just behind them. But then there's and they'll all be on softs. And to be fair, these softs were really starting to go after 10 laps. So I'm not going to be that much faster at the very end of the Grand Prix. In the last few laps, because my tyres will go off quickly. I think it's a case of get the soft stints out the way and then see what we can do on the mediums. You know what's made the decision for me? Albon has come out on mediums. And he is being swamped by the train behind. Absolutely swamped. Ricciardo has disappeared down the road. And we're going to come out in that train. Oh, do I risk it? I'm going to risk it. We're going to go to mediums. I'm going to risk it. And then we'll stop around about lap 41. Hopefully we'll come out in that gaggle and have DRS. We're gonna risk it. We started 19th. We might as well. 2.6 second stop isn't the best. We're gonna come out just. You see the gaggle just passing me on the left now. I want to try and catch them as quickly as possible, and hopefully the Red Bull in front of them will slow them down. I'm coming up right next to George Russell. I need to catch that gaggle and hope that they don't pass Albon yet. If I can catch that gaggle before they get past Albon, then we're right in this race for some good solid points. If they continue to pull away, if they get past Albon and pull away, then we've made a mistake. But for the time being, they are behind Alex Albon and definitely catchable. Let Russell pass and use the DRS. I mean, I could try it. Genuinely could try it. There's no harm in giving it a go. I will sit behind George Russell. Try and utilise his DRS. Just sit behind him and hope that that Alpha is quick enough. Hopefully, we can sit behind George. If he has clear air, and he'll be quick enough to catch those in front. It's another risky plan, but it's worth a go. I think that's the first time ever I've purposefully let a driver past that wasn't a teammate. Yeah, if they weren't stuck behind Albon, they're not even stuck behind Albon. Alex is driving away from them now. Alex is just straight up driving away from them. Oh, Jeeps, Classes of Destiny from Jono. If this bizarre strategy works. I know, if it works, it's a masterstroke. Kvyat in Alpha Tauri. Grosjean in the Racing Point. And Hubert in the Renault. It's around turn 1. They're losing so much time in turn 1 because they're all fighting each other at the end of the DRS zone. That's where we're gaining our time. Hopefully, we've lost 1 position to Russell to gain 3 by overtaking this lot. There's the title of the video, Strategy of Destiny. Maybe. Let's actually see it through first to make it work before we decide that. Whoa, look at the overpowered oversteer wheel spin slide of George Russell. That was disgusting. That's awful for his rear tyres. And only good news for us following him.
Gap to teammate ahead is
18 seconds. Ocon is right in the mix. I That's a McLaren, not a Renault, sorry. I was looking at the wrong bit of track.
The car behind, keep pushing.
There's a gaggle of 3 in front and a gaggle of 3 behind. It was the gaggle of 3 behind I was looking at on the minimap, not the gaggle of 3 in front. Nice to see George Russell getting close to the points, though. Albeit not in a Williams. Oh, one of those in front is pit. Carlos Sainz has peeled off into the pits for another set of softs. I presume actually he might be going to mediums, but it'll be a long stint to get them to the end. They might be 3-stopping at McLaren. They might well be 3-stopping. Or he might go to the hards. True, he might go to the hards. Let's see, what has Sainz gone to? Sainz has gone to 3 sets of softs. Sainz and Lance Stroll, they're 3-stopping at McLaren and they're 3-stopping at Racing Point. Thanks for the follow, Ray J. I don't know if I've got an extra set of softs to 3-stop myself if I wanted to. I don't know how many sets of softs I've got. Got no choice but to overtake George here because we're quicker than him. Charles Leclerc's come out of the pits next to us and he's on a set of softs as well. So we lose DRS on George now. We will have DRS on the Ferrari. I mean, if the AI's 3-stopping, I can 3-stop. Because I went out in Q1, I'm gonna have the tyres.
Gap ahead is 3.1 seconds.
So if I 3-stop, yeah, I enjoyed that switch back on Leclerc, to be honest. Oh, gone deep. If I 3-stop, it means we could get rid of these tyres fairly soon. Leclerc's back end getting all wobbly on him there. I don't know whether to 3-stop or stick to R2. Kvyat's in the pits now. Trying to stay within a second of Charles so I can keep DRS for the time being. Because George Russell is pit now from behind me. Charles is so much quicker. So much quicker. Lap 41 pit stop. I may end up having to pit slightly earlier for another set of mediums. So we might still be able to do the 2-stop. I might just have to stop for a set of mediums. Or stop slightly earlier for a set of softs and hope that they last. Because regardless, at the end of the Grand Prix, we will be on mediums that will be fresher than... If we go to mediums next, we will be on mediums that are fresher than the other AI's mediums. So, in theory, we should still be quicker, just not as much quicker as we could be. Look at the difference between my worn mediums and that Ferrari's new softs. He is gone. Thank you for the 500 bits, BFG. Thank you, dude. Smashing the streams and the YouTube videos. Thank you, mate. I am starting to lose some rear grip now. Tyres are at 25%, that rear left. We want these to go another 11 laps. Another 12 laps, even. Leclerc has passed. Albon is back past again. No, Leclerc's passed. Oh my god, it's all going off in front. No, now Albon's in front again. Now Leclerc's in front again. What's happening? Talk about a battle. Christ alive. I want to watch that. Side by side, Leclerc's ahead. Albon's ahead. Leclerc's ahead. Albon's ahead. That is great racing from the two of them. And you would imagine that that now is Leclerc through and clear. Through and clear. And he's onto the medium. Ocon's onto the medium for the rest of the Grand Prix. He's coming out of the pits now just behind us. And he hopefully now will battle with Sergio Perez and slow him down. And the gap to Albon, sorry, is declining. Gap to Albon is certainly coming down. It's now 6.1. It was, whoa. It was, tell you what, I wasn't looking where I was going, can you? 6.1, it's now 6.6. Well done, Chess. Well, that's gone really well, hasn't it? It's back up to where it was. Why is there a yellow flag? What? Okay, not sure why, but the yellow flag keeps moving. Oh, is it Ricardo? Ricardo behind us. Ricardo, literally, he's just catching us up. Ricardo was just catching us up. And Ricardo behind is slowing. He's got a problem. His engine's gone bang. Well, that saved us an extra car to overtake later. I can't afford to lose too much time to you, Esteban, though. I want to let you pass, and then let's zoom up behind Albon together. Go on, then. I'm going to let my teammate through. And hopefully between us, we can close in on Alexander Albon. Albon's in the pits. I think Albon's going to another set of mediums. I think Alexander Albon is going to go to another set of mediums. There's no way he makes a soft set last 21 laps. Absolutely no way. Albon's going soft, medium, medium. Of that, I've no doubt. I've no doubt at all that Alex Albon's coming out on another set of mediums, which he is. So at the minute, we're running P6. Leclerc in front has to stop again. And other than that, everybody else behind us has to stop again, other than Alexander Albon. So we are currently running for a potential P6. A P6 or a P7. And Ocon is trying to get himself a podium. We'll come out, as things stand, we'll come out 12th when we pit again. So we will have some considerable overtaking to do. Norris is in the pits. Okay, we won't come out 12th. We'll come out 10th because Norris and the Racing Point of Grosjean have both pit there. So that should mean we'll come out 10th, and indeed we will. So we won't have as many cars to re-overtake to try and get us back to P6. We'll have to overtake 4 cars. Maybe less, actually, because Danny Kvyat will have to pit again as well, I think. Kvyat has to pit again too, so we may only have to overtake 3 cars to get to where we are now. Box, 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 box. Pit confirm. And in we come for another set of softs. To maybe set the fastest lap of the race, actually. We could be setting the fastest lap of the race here. There is a yellow flag somewhere, and I think it might actually be one of the Ferrari. Max Verstappen is retiring from the Grand Prix. Max Verstappen is in the process of retiring from the Grand Prix. Esteban Ocon is on for a podium. I swear there was a yellow flag. Listen. Max Verstappen's engine's gone. Esteban Ocon might well finish in 3rd. He might well finish in 3rd. Let's go. Oh, 1.9 second stop from the team as well. We could finish P5. Ocon could finish P3. Let's go and get that fastest lap. Could be sorry, Gasly's just taken me. Literally, I was saying about how there was not going to be any DNFs in front of Ocon, considering he's in 4th, and I didn't see either of the Mercedes or the Ferrari retiring, and then Max has gone and DNF. Didn't Max DNF in Australia as well? Didn't Max DNF in Australia too? Gasly's going to be easy meat. Oh, and he nearly lost it there. He touched that inside curb. We passed Gasly. We're chasing Albon for a 5th place finish. 12 seconds the gap. 15 laps to do it. 12 seconds the gap. 15 laps to do it. It's a big ask, but on these fresh softs we should be astronomically fast.
By 29.0 seconds.
Purple sector 1. Fastest sector 1 of the entire Grand Prix so far. Look at the gap to Albon decline. We've taken 1.2 seconds out of him already. 1.2 seconds out of him already. These fresh softs have turned us into the rocket ship now. Not Charles Leclerc. We're in the rocket ship. Wait for a purple sector 2 as well as we come around this right-hander into the next one. There you go. Purple sector 2. 1.7 seconds quicker than our previous fastest lap. This should be fastest lap of the Grand Prix, and hopefully it will get us an extra point as well if we're able to hold it until the very end of the Grand Prix. Gap to Checo was... Wow. We've taken 2.1 seconds out of Alex Albon on that lap. 2.5 seconds out of Albon on that lap. Fastest lap of the Grand Prix, a 1:28.1. That fastest lap point is going to come to us, I'm certain of it. Nobody else is going to go quicker between now and the end. I do need to make sure I get the gap to Albon down as soon as possible, though, because these tyres will go off with about 6 laps to go. These tyres will be wearing quite badly. They don't last long, the softs. We might struggle still to catch Albon, even though the gap is dropping rapidly right now. It's still going to be quite an ask to get to him before the tyres go off. It's been a lap and a half, and they're already 6.6% worn. Sorry, Sergio, but DRS, Slipstream, ERS, and Rich Revs. Oh, he's gone very defensive. Must be the long way around. Not the long way around, actually. Well, Oh, that was an awful overtake.
7.3 seconds.
I thought he'd make it. I thought it'd be a bit easier than that. He went so defensive. I probably should have switched back and tried to go for the inside, but I was already alongside him, really. We'll go for the switch back and go for the outside, sorry, rather than the inside, but... Oh, he's pit now, Perez, anyway. Checo's pit anyway. He wasn't doing that good a job for AlphaTauri. He may still get some points. It's actually Kvyat. It's actually Kvyat that's doing the better job. Note, though, that Checo has gone on to another set of softs. He went soft, soft, medium, soft. So he might not get the fastest lap. Sergio Perez is going for a fastest lap run. I don't know what happened in quali. I don't know why the AI was so quick in quali. Because clearly there's pace in the car. We've gone from 19th to 6th. It's under 5 seconds. We've closed it to under 5 now to Albon. Ocon has Leclerc right behind him. Ocon might not yet get that podium. He's going to have to hold Charles Leclerc off for 11 laps if Ocon's to get that podium. Easier said than done. Charles Leclerc is a quick driver. Ocon is P3 currently. But he has Charles Leclerc right behind him. At least he did. Have a look at the map. Yeah, he does. Charles Leclerc is right behind him. And he's going for the move as we speak. And is past. Charles Leclerc is past Esteban Ocon. It will not be a second Chesnoid Racing podium. It will not be a debut podium for Esteban Ocon. Leclerc is past and gone. Thank you for the follow, VDH and Jers. And Crescendo. Thank you, guys. Overtake button. Rich Revs. DRS. Oh, he's holding the outside line. He's forcing me inside, but that's just going to make it easier for me. Thank you, Alex. Oh, he gave me a little nudge there as well. Little love tap. That was unnecessary, but not very much. P5! 19th to 5th. I think you'll find driver of the day is coming my way. I don't know if Albon has damage now. He has fallen off at quite a rate, hasn't he? Let's have a look. Not race director. Let's see if he does. I didn't see any damage. Like, yeah, look, his front wing's damaged. His front wing's damaged. That's why he's fallen off. when he ran into the back of me at the end of the lap. Damaged his front wing. He's pitting for it. Oh no, Alex, why would you do that? You've got 16 seconds to Kvyat in hand. 16 seconds in hand. Oh, he's gone to softs. That's why. He'll come out. Oh, he's actually lost. He's going to lose a couple of places. But to be fair, there are probably still enough laps for him to be able to turn that round. And maybe probably get the fastest lap off me now. Which would be annoying. We overtook him and then he ran into the back of me. This does mean we don't have to worry about him catching me as my tyres wet. So where has Albon come out now after that pit stop? 13th. 13th. With a 16-second gap, you'd just run to the end for 4 laps, wouldn't you, rather than pitting again?
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Red Bull have thrown away so many points there. Ricciardo DNFing. Albon making a mistake, picking up damage, and then pitting out of the points when he didn't need to. Could have had a comfortable 6th. A comfortable 6th. Danny Kvyat, though, putting in a great performance for AlphaTauri. But we are not necessarily contenders for wins yet, as we've said. But we are definitely challenging for podiums in Grand Prix now. And you'd like to think, considering how things have gone so far, genuine contenders for 3rd in the Constructors' standings, which will be great financially at the end of this season if we can finish 3rd. Is that a Mercedes? Lewis Hamilton! Lewis Hamilton is retiring from the Grand Prix. Esteban Ocon will get his podium. Scenes! Oh no, he's binned it! He's binned it! Lewis has binned it! His engine hasn't gone. He's just thrown it in the wall. Just as he did in Russia. Touches the curb, spins round, snaps on him. Front wing gone. Or front wing damaged at least. And Lewis is back on the track but going slowly. No, he's back up to racing speed. Ocon will catch him, will overtake him. The question is, are the AI going to be stupid again, like they were with Ocon, and pit Lewis Hamilton? If they do, I might get 4th. If he stays out, then he'll absolutely survive the lap. He is pitting! Mercedes, what have you done? What has Lewis done? Come on, we might be well on. Ocon is going to get a podium, and we could be on for a P4 as well. Ritz revs. We are. He's not even out of his box yet. Oh my god. P3 and P4 for Chesnoid Racing. Unbelievable. What a last few laps. A retirement for Max Verstappen. Hamilton bins it in the wall on the penultimate lap. And we're going to get a P3 and a P4. Unreal. Congratulations, Esteban Ocon, on the first podium of your Formula 1 career. The second podium of Chesnoid Racing's history as a Formula 1 team. No! Alexander Albon has taken my fastest lap. Son of a bitch. Stuck behind the 2 racing points with DRS. He's taken my fastest lap on the penultimate lap. I can't believe it. Devastated. I wanted that extra point. Never mind. Not to happen. Not to matter. Not to worry. Lewis is flying. Valtteri Bottas, in the end, wins the Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc was the man that looked like he was going to be in the best position to win the Grand Prix at one point. He won the Australian Grand Prix, but last year's world champion Valtteri Bottas takes the checkered flag. Esteban Ocon crosses the line to finish P3. Lewis is flying. Absolutely flying. But he's not going to catch me. It's a 3-4 for Chesnoid Racing. That is a wonderful result for the team. A wonderful result. 10 bits from Connor as well. Thank you very much, my man. Oscar and MS Barlow with the follows. Driver of the day too. What a result from 19th to 4th. Reliant, admittedly, on some DNFs, but we will take it. We will take it. Missed a bit as Elijah Careful's bedroom has flooded with the rain. Hope everything's alright, Connor, mate. Unreal. A Chesnoid Racing with that new livery looking sick in Parc Ferme. Sprezda's gifted a subscription to the channel. It's gone to Royal Chief, driver of the day. And on the podium, Esteban Ocon for Chesnoid Racing. We saw it with myself in Abu Dhabi, and just 2 races later, he's shaking the champagne, Esteban Ocon. He's not. He's just picking it up and he's holding it. Shake it, Esteban. Shake it for all your life. Let's go. Chuckles has gifted 5 subs as well. Leo, DB, Maverick, and Gegan and JW as well. Welcome to the gang, lads. You now have subscriptions to the channel. Thank you, Chuckles. The 48th. 43rd to 48th gifted subscriptions on the channel from you. And FIFA Sabs has followed as well. Oh, I panicked. Dan has resubbed for a 2nd month as well. Thank you, bro. Congratulations on winning the giveaway the other day. Hasn't saved a replay, is what it was saying. Our race result is safe. Ocon goes from 5th to 3rd. We go from 19th to 4th. Lewis goes from pole to 5th. Kvyat 11th to 6th, which is a great result as well. And in the standings, we're up to 5th in the driver's standings. Ocon up to 4th. We're above Lance Stroll. We're above Daniel Ricciardo in the driver's standings. Both Red Bulls are performing awfully so far this season. We're a point behind Ferrari. We're a point behind Ferrari. Sprezda has subscribed at tier 1 as well. Thank you, dude. When you already subscribed, or did it just run out and you've just resubbed? I'm not sure. Pretty sure you were already subscribed. Oh, dearie me. 1 point behind Ferrari. We are definitely contenders for 3rd in the Constructors' Championship this season. Absolutely.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy.
It was unbelievable, Claire. Unreal.
To get through all that traffic today.
Not really. Not at all.
We all underestimated you, didn't we?
You underestimated the team. When in sync, great things can happen.
How do you feel seeing your teammate up on the podium?
I'm so proud. It's great to be on a team with someone so talented.
What was your teammate's secret to success today?
Everybody else DNFing.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Claire. That's unreal. What a result. Can't believe it. Oh, we level with Alex Albon as he got a faster lap than me. But we're still winning the rivalry. Team McLean wise, Ocon is going to be up to 13. I'm that close to... no, he's not. Oh, we're both really close to the next level. Really, really close. Another 1.26 million from the sponsors, but we will be able to maximise our sponsorship income in a couple of races' time moving forward for the rest of the season. Thank you for the follow, VL Nice and Gringo Daz.
This week's income from the sponsors is cleared, and we're making good.
Speaking of, we could do that now, which is wonderful. We've got an invitational event to go to as well. Unfortunately, one of the R&D things failed there, so we will redevelop that. We can do that, and it will be in for the Vietnam Grand Prix. We have the 2nd best chassis on the track, the 4th best aero, and the 3rd best engine still. Oh man, right, let's do those sponsors. Let's manage sponsors. We can get ourselves plenty of extra income here. Let's sort weekly income. Achieve at least 1 podium position within the team. We can't guarantee that every race, so I'm not going to go for that. Satellite we've already got. Achieve a pole position. Not going to happen. A podium finish, no. Hold 1st position for 10 laps. I don't think that's going to happen. Hold 1st for 2 laps. I can't guarantee that. We could do that with strategy, but I can't guarantee that every race. It's even hold position for 1st for 4, 1st for 3. 33 constructors' points during a race weekend. I can't guarantee 33 either. Pole position during qualifying, no. Fourth or better, no. Fastest lap in any session. Looks like actually it's going to be one of the best ones to get again. So we'll go for that. We'll add that sponsor. Sudo have their contract renewed. Atlantic, we can actually get a better goal bonus than that. Achieve a top 4 finish. Oh, it's not going to be properly achievable without... to be fair, DSP Optics, top 10 finish. That could be one to go for, unless there are some bigger goal bonuses. 20 constructors' points during a race weekend. I can't guarantee 20. Can't guarantee 20. What's that? Fastest lap in any session. 221 and 322. That's 544. 544. I think Atlantic are going to come back, you know. 75 laps of a race weekend. Atlantic are going to come back. Please tell me they're in gold and not in white. I'm going to have to add them in. Atlantic are back on the car. Satellite is still there. Sudo are back too. Sudo, Shark and Atlantic. We're looking good. We're looking very good. Financially, we've got £5 million. Do I spend any of that on facilities? I'm not sure if I really can, to be honest. Resource point generation is kind of the next one we want to go for, but I need 6 million for that. Could do quality control, maybe on... I think resource point generation is the next one to do, I think. I'll do resource point generation. I could do build time on power upgrades, but we'll do resource point generation for one of the three. Probably aerodynamics or chassis next. We'll save for that, and we'll be able to afford that after the next Grand Prix. We might... No, because we're not going to get £1 million from doing this. Right, what can we do here? Aerodynamics equipment upgrade. That's what we'll do there. And then 4-day 1 or 2 2s. So you could do a 2 and a 3, or 2 2 and 1. 2 2 and 1. That's going to go really well. Right. We'll go to the Invitational. It's the Vietnam Grand Prix next, which will be in tomorrow's stream. Invitational is at the Circuit of the Americas, and it's an overtake challenge. Let's go and see if we can get this one done. I mean, this car is so strong in the first sector. So strong in the first sector that we just caught this whole gaggle up. I've run out of time. I wasn't able to do it. That was difficult, man. These invitationals are difficult this year. At least I'm finding them difficult. Anyway, never mind. We won't restart. I wasn't going to get to... I wouldn't do it if I tried again anyway. So it will be the Vietnam Grand Prix next time out, which is not one that I enjoy, to be honest. Not one that I enjoy at all. At least we didn't enjoy it last year with the car that we had. But with the car that we have now, maybe I'll actually enjoy Vietnam. I'm not sure. Where did we finish last year in Vietnam? We finished 18th in Vietnam last year. 18th. We'll wait and see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what will happen. Oh, we got a chassis upgrade. It passed. We did get... Oh, now I've got 6 million. Right. Let's go for resource points generation. That's going to be huge. That's going to be huge for us. That was a big bump. Right, so... Oh, we've got a message. Power unit upgrades. Just had a call from my colleagues at Renault. They've finalised a new power packet, or new upgrade package for our power unit. Fantastic. New power upgrade as well. Thank you, Renault. Only one more upgrade can Renault put on. That's coming at the end of the season. Durability-wise, there's still a lot that can be done this year, and there's a lot that they are going to do this year. Right, we'll save because we haven't got enough resource points to do anything anyway. But we'll advance to the race weekend, and that will bring this video to a close. Thank you very much for watching, everybody on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribed and follow the link in the description to my Twitch channel to watch these live. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.